my time. Playing on this blade, praying that I don't get cut up. Bitch so fine, I don't wanna use a rubber. And I want your friend, I ain't stutter. Got $40, you gon' let that nigga fuck some. Seen her, that bitch was bad. You seen her ass, it was swollen. 2 basketballs, that bitch was holding. It was real, it wasn't fake. She had that cake, just bend your ass over. Give me your plate, it's supper time. I'm Mr. Nasty, way too hungry to let your fine ass pass me. This was shits and giggles.
From 2000, Jus'Black and us.
You already know what it is, your boy D-Rugg, a.k.a. the Bald Head Don, a.k.a. the Sock King, a.k.a. Mr. Paint My Eyes Red, a.k.a. is Missionary Terry. You already know we back up in this bitch.
Hello there, it's Jus'Black, Baby Mouse Fave Fat Boy, thinks she wish you be. So you mad at yourself, you're not mad at me. A.k.a. the Young Sex Symbol, a.k.a. Ugrass gonna rub his stomach, a.k.a. Dark as vanilla, twice as sweet, a.k.a. even if you saw me, it still wasn't me, a.k.a. the Martin Luther King of twerkers.
Hallelujah.
A.K.A. Ime Udoka, a.k.a. the blues in your left thigh, trying to become the funk in your right with your face at.
Yeah, I like your new name.
Yeah, we back.
Like my new name?
Yeah.
Missionary Terry,
Missionary Terry.
Yeah, Missionary Terry. I'm trying to look you in your eyes. Missionary you to death. Missionary Terry, baby.
Where do you wait?
Yeah, ain't no more throwing up in your bitch.
No,
no
you
more.
Can't. Yeah, don't throw up in nothing.
Nothing.
You don't throw up in nothing.
Nothing no more. So now it's just Missionary Terry, baby. I'm trying to look you in your eyes.
You pull that thing out and you go in your hand.
Yeah.
You ever did that? Pull that bitch out, just catch it in your hand.
Yeah, I done that. I done that shit and wiped it on the bitch ass.
You ain't never accident like it, you just pull out real quick and go on the stomach. You just start wiping real quick.
Yeah.
Pull it. You know, I met this girl one time, and she had a dead eye. And she had a limp, but I didn't know none of this. I had vagina goggles on.
What?
I had vagina goggles on.
Yeah, we all had them vagina goggles.
But the thing is, I smashed her like 4 times before I realized it.
That pussy was good though, huh?
And it was delectable. It was amazing. It was great. That's what made me, because I caught it in my hand. Because the first time I didn't have a Jimmy hat. And you know when you in too deep and you too far in.
Just fuck it.
And then, like, y'all both pretend like y'all want a condom, but you like,
fuck it.
All right, we just gonna, I don't normally do this. And then, so I had to catch it in my hand like a gentleman, because I didn't want to get it on the floor. But, and then I had, I had been hitting it for a week or two. And then I just looked at no, you know what happened? We went to go get breakfast, and she was like laying on my shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, when somebody look at you at an angle, you realize it was ugly the whole time. You're like, oh, shit. Like, and then I was there, and then I realized it was like an eye patch on the table.
Oh,
and then I was like, why you got an eye patch? And she told me why. You know, she had like, I ain't trying to laugh at this young lady, because she had a reason why she had an eye patch and why she had a limp. She went through a traumatic time, whatever. The point of that story is, vagina goggles is real. That had nothing to do with the show, but I just wanted to share that with y'all because I feel like we family.
I want to introduce somebody that we got on the show. This is one of my partners right here. It's one of my good friends. This is like my brother. Been knowing him for a minute. I knew him as a rapper first. MCing over there at 57 West. When I first met him, I was like, damn, this nigga's amazing up there hosting this motherfucking show. Like, I had to go introduce myself when I met him. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he got a new movie out right now. Think you let me in the movie, so, you know, if y'all go check that out, it's called City Beautiful. But I got Deuce. What you go by now, Deuce?
Yeah,
Nate?
I mean, everything I've ever went by, I'm still Nate, dog.
Okay.
I'm still Lil Nate, a.k.a. Deuce, a.k.a. two-time mafioso, a.k.a. the Nina Figure nigga, a.k.a. I paint your house red, you know what I'm saying? a.k.a. I'm just a G, man, a.k.a., you know what I'm saying, a 5G multiple man. That's godly, gentle, you know what I'm saying? And I get it done. That's what I do, you know what I'm saying?
Right, got my boy
What's up,
Deuce,
Orlando?
Man, what's going on?
Hey, Deuce, you do taxes? You do taxes?
No, man.
Because you do everything. You make movies, you paint houses.
That's Vin Diesel.
I'm aware of my taxes.
You know that's
I'm more aware than ever of my taxes.
You know that's Vin Diesel on the low too.
Vin Diesel.
I'm looking at the camera. I'm like, that nigga do look like Vin Diesel.
I wish I had just a couple of his opportunities.
Yeah.
But that's what we gonna get to.
Yeah. So man, tell us what you got going on, man. Got this new movie out. Just hit Tubi. Amazing movie, by the way. City Beautiful, man. Can we get into that? How it started? Like, what made you want to do it? Things like that.
So it's been a long time coming, and then upon just actually T-Rex is the person who brought attention.
Shout out T-Rex. I got to get T-Rex. You got to come on the show, dog.
Absolute good dude. That's another one of those brothers who just look out for everybody.
Yeah, real,
and he
real
just don't.
dude, bro.
He don't have a side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He always be a neutral
Yep,
dude. You
always.
can always go to Rex. I feel like Rex crib should be that neutral zone for
Yeah.
all hip hop.
It definitely is.
It's like Austin's 2.0. So I think that from there he told Cook, Jason Cook, the director of City Beautiful.
Shout out to Cook.
He told him that I had certain qualities that would help out with the film, and then we got together and we was able to talk about those things. I wasn't naturally supposed to play the lead role, but I was able to talk to him about certain things in my past, and that kind of linked up with the lead character. So then I was able to get into the film and became the lead character, and then from there, as we talked about other things that made the film authentic, that's when your name came up and all the different characters. And from there, it just kind of just blew up with everybody that I really know. I don't know how it went from a film that someone wrote so many years ago to a film. It just feels so authentic about me and so many of my good friends and people that I've been in the game with.
And so you said that it was things that kind of coincided with your life and your background. What coincided with your background? This guy was like a football star, basketball star. He killed somebody, all kind of randomness. So
same thing. Like I say, when I read the original synopsis that Cook had put together, all I did was send my bio over, and my bio just states that I was young, and my father died when I was 1 in Holden Heights, Crosstown is where I'm from, and in that neighborhood, I grew up and I started doing things at a young age where it sent me to prison when I was 15. And I got out when I was in my 20s, where there was no.
You went to prison when you was 15?
Yes, sir.
What you did?
Bank robbery.
You what made you
Youngest in Orlando history.
Yeah,
Still.
that's
a movie we're gonna be doing soon too. The Lil Nate story, man.
Yeah.
Lil Nate,
Yes,
hey,
sir.
hold up, and like not, and I hate to make this about me, but I don't hate to make this about me. Why wasn't I in any of these movies? Like what movie am I gonna be in?
Are you gonna be in every last one of them?
I think that's the main reason why I want to make my rounds now with every podcast, with every situation. I don't want it. I want to reach out and understand how I ain't never got you in the film. How this is, because man, I sit down and every time I watch these, I laugh the whole time. Y'all so funny to me that, man, to be honest with you, I would watch y'all movies all day. I listen to your music more than I listen to all the other people. Like I really do. Like I get into y'all. So I thank God we have the opportunity now. Now we don't have to look back. Now you don't have to worry about a cameo. Now I want y'all really to have your own thing.
Let's do it, cause I wrote an arrogant asshole.
We wrote a movie. We got a movie.
Listen, it's yours. I say that we get together. The good thing about me is I like to say that I'm a liaison for so many things. I know a guy that knows a guy who knows a couple guys, and they'll help me out with that, and we'll get it done. All I gotta do is show them what we got, and a lot of times we get some headshots together. If we put it up on a storyboard and we can start to see the vision, and the fact that you wrote that already, all you need to do is just see how you're right there to just doing the movie. I think that's what shot out the cooking them is. They showed us in Orlando something that we didn't know we had an opportunity to do, and that's actually go on film. I think we had a fear to step out there and Cook and Shawna and all of they was able to show us, man, go do it.
Like,
y'all got this, y'all got it. So I appreciate that. You know
because
what I'm saying?
that definitely inspired me. Because I remember them telling me about the movie first. Then you actually like, look, hey, it's going down, bro. You gonna be in the movie? Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like
It was amazing.
it was two different. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, he told me about the movie, but then when you put your stamp on it, I'm like, oh shit, this shit official.
Everybody know how long I've been working at, man. It just feels so good. I promise you, know what I'm saying? I told Mole a long time ago, I said, I'm going to wind up still doing all these movies that I wrote a long time ago, and I ain't, not this particular movie, but I'm going to start getting into movies eventually and doing them. I'm not even going to pay a dime. God going to send these people, because if you align and start doing things the right way, stars, sun, moon, boom. You know what I'm saying? That's really how it happens. So it's the same thing. Man, we've been right on that grind. I was just telling Black that, off air that, man, we probably been on the just one street over. That's how I find it all the time. And a lot of times my card don't have to be through music. Yeah. My card's always off air. Someone else when they go, that's a good guy right there. You know what I'm saying? That's a real one. So, no, man, I think, going back to that, the movies was authenticated me going into prison at the time with City Beautiful. I seen it line up with a situation where I was like, well, I have an opportunity with what I always thought for the neighborhood. If we had a chance to get out, would we, or would we keep each other out? And where we're from Orlando. So when I felt like I had an obligation to make sure that it had that Orlando feel. You know, I want, when you watch Miss Society, you know where it's from. You watch City of God, you know these things, and all I want to do is when they watch it. So that's where I was like, well, I'm from Crosstown. I remember coming home from prayer. I remember coming home saying, I ain't got no other choice but to do this. I remember looking at other people young going, why you doing that, man? There ain't going to be no hope for you. You might as well do this. You know, so I remember having that same situation and you know, just that no hope. And then where we're from in Orlando, you know, that's how we are. We laugh at opportunities where it seems like doing anything other than getting that money.
Yeah.
That day.
Yeah. You
has nothing to do with next week.
Now about this bank robbery. So like when you robbed the bank and y'all hid the money, when you came back home it was a little bit of money hid?
Did my wife ask you to ask me that question? Seriously? Because she asked me that question like in her sleep. Sometimes she roll over and go, you just put it in the bed, right? She just say nothing like that. I'd be like, no, but rent paid. Like, chill out, bro.
Nah,
like,
you hid some of that money.
You
man.
got some money stashed.
How much did y'all get away with?
So I mean, it's not so much what we got away with. I mean, it was I was addicted a little bit to doing it, so it was just it kept.
Oh, so y'all robbed a few banks.
I never even try to reply to it as y'all. You know what I'm saying? Again, you know, my name is Nathan Lil Nate Bower, as real as they come. You Google that, it's gonna tell you the story from Orlando Sentinel. You know what I'm saying? I personally, you know what I'm saying, I ran up in my licks. I really hit my licks. I did my time behind my licks because ain't nobody tell me shit. You know, they tried to give me 25 years. You know what I'm saying? And
at 15.
Yeah, man. Judge Russell at the time, she lost her job to that, and another judge.
Yeah,
they were trying to give out
say
a million years. They were trying to give out a million years to teens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I was going to say that's
and
illegal.
I fell victim to that. That
this
illegal
was
sentence.
what was this?
95.
90s? Yeah,
95.
So that was illegal doing that.
Oh yeah, I fell to the legal sentence. I went in and I wound up when I was at Bavard. I still had a lot of time when I first got there, and I wound up my modification came in. And once that time, Lord, I was like, okay, this is
how much time did they originally give you?
So originally it was 25. My original release date in 95 was August 2020.
Damn. So you would have been just now getting out.
I'd have got out. I did the math. I'd have got out in like 2014.
Wow.
Damn.
I'd have got out in 2014, but I still had like conditional release.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got out, but I violated and went back. So I wound up did a couple more years, and when I went back, they took all my game time back from when I was there before.
Oh, wow.
So I did. I had to do all my time. I wound up. So you know, they get you. But they had to give me my quarters back, and I was getting 25 days a month.
Yeah.
But again, God is so good. I wrote 3 of my best songs to date the second time I went back. I wrote 2 of my best movies the second time I went back. You know what I'm saying? The good thing about the Cooks of the world and Shaw and them, they inspire. You know what I'm saying? No matter what the situation is, them dudes do inspire. They do have that kind of energy and then creative people. So that's what made me like, man, I got these movies I did in prison. And I felt like I had an obligation to him as a director, as if I wrote my first movie. Mm-hmm. Obligation to my city to, hey, this is a chance we have at least one movie out there, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's on that platform. And then, you know, my obligation to just my children. Yeah. To when they look at me and go, what did you ever do with your life? You know what I mean? That's something I can say I started.
Yeah, you definitely ain't. I'm gonna tell you because obviously I've been knew about the movie because Rugg was in it. At the end, I thought Rugg was the star of the damn movie. He was at the end, but anyway, so a girl had mentioned it on social media, like, oh man, this movie about Orlando, this shit ghetto, but it's funny as hell. And I was like, then I just happened to be not doing it. That's like during the holiday time, and me and my girl watched it. I watched it with my girl and my kids, and we just watched it. And it was like. You did the city justice. It wasn't nothing to be embarrassed about.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Thank you.
It had a story because you know what people do with like these like I guess quote unquote hood movies or like independent films, with is they kind of throw a lot of stuff at the wall to see what it stick, and then the shit just be everywhere.
It just don't make sense.
Instead of just having just a story that's cohesive, and then you get to it. You know what I mean? And so I felt like you guys did a great job. Not doing too much gratuity. Everything had a purpose. Everything had a place. It wasn't too long. It wasn't like overly people trying to be funny or trying to be. It just this is the story. This is and y'all just kind of went about.
They gave me a lot of creative freedom as an actor. They let me with scenes like Wood. One of my favorite scenes of the whole movie with Wood. Great scene. We were just normal. They let me. They believed me when I said, hey, can I just do this with them? And did scenes with T-Rex or us arguing. You know what I'm saying? And just
Yeah, that was good.
I was dying the day to be at the Magic Mall to see these guys shoot because I wanted to, you know, really authenticate how we are.
Right.
I was able to do that with Granddaddy South.
Right.
Who was from also Crosstown, who really is like an OG. When they came to me, it was like, oh, Brando is Granddaddy South going to play your OG. I laugh. And when I walked in the scene and we seen each other, we laughed because that's my brother for real.
That's
you know
how
what
it
I'm
is.
saying?
Yeah.
That's
Shout out to Granddaddy.
Granddaddy.
I seen that nigga the other day. He came to my job.
Yeah,
man.
shout out to Granddaddy.
Love that
That's
brother,
my
man.
dog.
I'll forever shout out Granddaddy because Granddaddy
That's big bro.
is 100, man.
Having him in the movie
100.
says something. Have something in the movie. I wouldn't want to walk past him and had it done to the movie. I did reach out to DJ Nasty. There's other people in the city I've reached out to. Man, I reached out to Cali. Hey, we got a movie for Orlando.
Yeah.
For our city, I have reached out to almost everybody and told them, hey, you from Orlando? We got a movie.
Yeah.
Because eventually they're going to go, that's our movie.
Yeah.
Beat
Yeah.
Street, somebody will tell you what city, and Harlem will tell you American Gangster's theirs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harlem, that's Godfather, that's our movie.
Yeah.
You know, the City Beautiful is ours, and can't nobody take that away. You know what I'm saying? And that's a beautiful thing right there. And that's that's the part where it authenticated. I knew, bro, like, I know how we act in Orlando. And I would have felt bad seeing somebody else be us. I know how we
Right.
are, especially when we put a grill in. That was the most important part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When we put a grill in, we become somebody else. Then we flashy, we loud. You know what I'm saying?
I loved it, man, because I like to see people who can capture the real experience, like how we talk and how we think, and you know what I mean.
That's why I loved it because I was like everything's authentic. And not to mention, y'all played my song about 100 times. In that
Yeah, y'all
show.
played.
I was like, yeah.
Listen, you know, like I
said.
say, man, I remember when me and bro was talking, and that was one of the main things I wanted because I've been a fan of all these people that's in this city as well. It means to me who I am as a person, what I care about music in Orlando. I really am born and raised here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Me and my family, me and my cousin, we all the first group of half-breeds this city even knew about when we was young, 70, 80. So it's like we was known. So for me to be able to present something to the city that I feel like I'm from, you know what I mean? I love when I was up the road, I represented Orlando. That's what I've always represented, you know what I mean? And I love saying that, you know, I help just even bring a little bit to the table. Now, obviously with the directors and the producers, they brought them cameras out. That's a different level.
Yeah.
My opportunity with my friends, with them believing in me and vice versa.
And your
That's what
your
I'm happy
mama
for.
was in this movie.
Yeah, Tina.
Your real mama was in this movie,
My
man.
real mama.
Oh, that was your real mama?
That's
That's
my
his
real
real
mama.
Fuck
mama.
out of here. Really?
That's my real mama and my son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
Yeah,
And ooh, you want to talk about authentic, man? If you know Tina, you know that was Tina. I think a lot of people tell there's a few parts now where you go, man, that's really them right there. And everybody says, man, that's Wood, boy. And everybody go, that was Tina. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's people up the road who still ain't came to Orlando from 30 years ago that go, man, that's your mama, boy. That's who you talked about. She is. Before there ever was a Madea. Man, my mama, boy. Oh, God, she is on point, man. The real deal. So it's like, that's why I told her, you know.
How she feel about the movie?
Oh, man. She's, like I say, she like a Madea. She's like, when I'm going to get paid for it. You know what I'm saying? She was
Where
like,
the check at?
yeah, she was like, am I going to get paid for it? She was like, I just want to make sure I wasn't showing too much legs. Like, you know, she a whole trip. Shout out to my mom, man. She's a trooper. She's a real one, you know what I'm saying? She the reason, you know, she ain't the reason why I started hustling or robbing, but when I couldn't see my mother struggle to a certain degree anymore. You know what I'm saying? Alcoholism and other things and paying rent. We were staying in dope houses, and I just told myself when I seen her crying one night, I was like, you ain't never gonna have to worry about how to feed me or my clothes no more. You know what I'm saying?
Go get it.
I learned how to do it, but I did things like I worked at Mobile gas station at 1314. I used to just pump gas and wash people's windows. Mm-hmm. But I would go hit me a lick and wash that money right in. I knew how to do that. You know what I'm saying? I watched the movie Fresh and I fell in love.
Right.
I got me a soda can and put
That's
that can out back of the house.
One of my favorite movies.
So when you say bury money, I mean from the get-go, I always knew how to take money and put it away. You know
So you did bury money.
But my grandma was my G. No, I ain't saying that. I'm saying from put like this here, I always knew how to have a savings account without going to the bank. You know what I'm saying? You got to always know how to put. My grandma used to always tell me, don't tell the left hand what's in the right pocket. You know what I'm saying? And I was always smart at doing that. My grandma went to her grave, so it don't matter what happened. You know what I'm saying?
That's real
My
tough.
baby taught me some things. That's who taught me how to be a G. Taught me. I sat up late night watching Godfather my life and those things. So when I grew up, I wanted to carry things a certain way. So I wasn't like a jit who they was like, you know, come on, we finna go rob this bank. You know what I'm saying? If my brother watching this show right now, my blood brother will tell you, we ain't never hit one lick our whole life together. And he was 3-4 years older than me. I used to tell him we was done. I'm at a hotel too, sitting in the bathtub morning. What's up? Let's meet up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the movie gonna be really good. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Batman, Jug, Miami Lisa. They'll tell you. I used to pull up in cop nigga at 14, 15. Like, hey, let me get.
What movie? What movie this is?
Oh, that's gonna be so the Lil Nate story. It's gonna have 4 parts. It's gonna talk about from when I was 12 to 15, and then it's gonna go from when I was up the road, and then it's gonna jump back to me being born. You know what I'm saying? Charlie and Tina story, and then I'm gonna go to the end of the story, which we all still writing right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. You already started making them?
So I've already wrote. So when I say I write it, I don't always put it out in script form.
Right.
I put it like a screenplay. I just write it like a short theory.
Right.
I probably got 1 million of those.
I call it a skeleton script. That's what.
Man, I probably got. I don't even know. I didn't know no better when I was 17. I still talk to brothers now. We talk about it. When I was 17 in prison in like '97, I would write these. I would say one, and I would go up. D-Rugg and Black sitting talking on the curb. And to my head, that was a whole scene. Right. So I would write 50 of those.
Yeah.
But now I've took those and I've started to accumulate. Now I'm understanding how they need to be. But if I go back and look, I'm like, damn, that's damn near a whole script. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's damn near a whole movie. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I have, when the day I met you, going way back, I wish my dog was still alive. The day I met you, I remember telling my homeboy, I said, man, I got a nigga to play in Ghost Riders. And it was you. And then all them years later, I met Wood, and that's when I told him later, I say, I got my characters for Ghost Riders. Man, this nigga's in prison doing life sentence that call me still to this day and go, man, you gonna put out Ghost Riders or what? And it is so good, it's gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? Like the bank robbery movie is one thing. That's gonna authenticate, because why not? Everybody loves gangsters, everybody love a true story.
Right.
So we might tell, and me and my niggas is real, but you know, there's other realer niggas, you know what I'm saying? Once I do the rights, there's other real niggas involved, but that's why I only say my name, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, me and my brother got the same name, Big Nate, Little Nate, so, you know what I'm saying? Niggas know my brother just as real with that shit.
You and your brother got the same name?
Well, his name Nathaniel, I'm Nathan, but my mama both names.
That's the same goddamn name.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's the same name.
I-E-L on the end of Nathan, but, you know?
So Nathaniel
only Nathan means
Nathan.
gift from God. No, his name is Nathaniel, you know what I'm saying? He was born first, and then when I was born, you know what I'm saying? She was hoping for a girl. So when they said a boy, my uncle was like, give him my middle name. She's like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
And that's that, you know what I'm saying?
So Big Nate, Little Nate.
Big Nate, Little Nate. So it's like, you know, for us doing, like, when you hear about it and you know the story, when you go back, you know, man, that's a hell of a story. And then there's a whole movie within Bavard that doing time, bro, that what music did. I changed the course of a prison with music. That's got to be told. My brother came over there and told my mama a story. He was like, your son had power to stop riots. I'm talking about Bavard, one of the worst camps there is. And there was times if I was beating on that table, nobody was fighting them days, because they didn't want to mess up the entertainment, the chain gang entertainment. It wasn't about a talent show like I had. Some niggas like 30, 40 deep in cliques that represented just music, not gangs, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But at the same time, there was situations where a couple of my homeboys get into stuff where their life was on the line, where I've made a phone call out to get a phone call in for somebody ain't lose their life. And that man's still alive. He told my mom about the story the other day. He's like, I'm here because your son saved my life from the whole Latin Kings.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he had got to fight with the dude, but one of my good brothers had just left, and he was the top dog of that. But we were brothers from the street.
Yeah, just some other shit,
different.
yeah.
I was never in any gangs, but shout out to anybody what they represent. They know with me, I'm always, it's love, right?
Yeah.
I represent music, and that's a universal language.
I can't wait to get these movies. Hey, let me tell you, when you make these roles, of course I'm gonna have big roles in a couple of these.
Yeah, man.
I gotta cry in one. I gotta cry, get my Oscar on. And on the one, I know Rugg won a sex scene, but I too want a sex scene. With a white woman. That's the only time I'm gonna have sex with a white woman.
yeah, okay.
Yeah. That's what. Hey,
let's do it, man. Let's do that.
So just make a mental note of that. You know.
Yeah. Listen, no, let's. But for real though, I got y'all a movie. Like for real, I got y'all a movie. We'll talk about out there, but also I want to talk to y'all about it because I think that, and I want y'all. Like that's another thing we're gonna get into it. Obviously, the pawn. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about moving forward with the pawn, and I want y'all creative freedom. I want y'all to. I've always said that I didn't want to bump heads with nobody, anything about it, but I've always wanted my comedians to write my comedy.
Yeah.
I said that a long time ago. I listened to the greats before me of the writers, and they always said Harlem Nights wrote itself.
Yeah,
They let them rock
And
out.
you guys are worthy of that.
Hey,
Speaking of Harlem Nights, can I get my DVD back?
Wait a minute. Listen,
Can I have one?
listen.
Can I have one so I can rewrite? Can I rewrite it? Can I actually write it?
Oh, I gotta ask this
You
question.
being like real
Can I
negative. That's not what
get
we're doing right now.
My Harlem Nights DVD back.
Listen.
I let this man hold my Eddie Murphy DVD.
Oh, I was talking about the one where y'all had filmed
got
y'all
four of
one.
them.
No, not the real movie. Then y'all like do like a one. Y'all did one like Halloween or something. Y'all did like a skit.
You did it with Minnie and all them guys. Yeah, Minnie and Eddie.
Oh, the Harlem Night one. Yeah.
Y'all did something like so. That's what. But listen, when I seen that, I was like, ooh, like you got something, bro. Like,
And actually, you know what? We kind of recorded that like the movie. Everything was
Well, see, I'm gonna call it the Green Parrot.
like, you know what I'm saying?
The Green Parrot.
Yeah.
That'd be like from Paramount.
Yeah.
Green Parrot. That listen.
Hell
Shout out to my mom and my daddy, bro. Like my mom and daddy legends of that place. My mom used to be at the Green Parrot hanging out. My daddy got killed at Dixie Doodle in 1980. You know what I'm saying? So it's like those two right there ain't one movie about Dixie Doodle. Come on, Orlando.
Bro, let's sit down and write it.
Yeah.
I'm down. Especially shit like that. I'm like I say, we already wrote a movie about the arrogant assholes, which I think is dope. I already told Donna about it and shit. We just ain't get around to it.
Shout out to Donna, man.
Shout out to Donna.
You know what? That's
Actually,
another-
Donna kind of inspired us to like, oh shit, we got to do a movie.
Bruh,
Like, you know what I'm
do you
saying?
know that about a couple years ago I was just on a post and I told her that day I say shout out to you. We're gonna be working together in a couple years.
Yeah,
And we're working together now.
Yeah, shout
and
out
we're
to Donna.
good. We just text some random stuff sometimes. What you smoking, bro? What up? And I love her. She's
she cool
very
people,
inspiring.
man.
I love people who inspire.
Yeah,
I love it, man. That's
Actually,
what it's
that was
about.
the first movie we actually seen. Like, oh shit.
Yeah, like we could do
They
it.
made a movie. Like, you know what I'm
could do
saying?
it.
Like,
Yeah, we
oh,
could do
for
it.
real? Like, we could do that. Like, me and Black watching the movie, like, dog, we could do this shit. Like, you know what
When
I'm
I
saying?
seen Snow on the Bluff with my best friend before he passed, I was like, he yelled at me. He said, "Bruh, come over here." We watched it. He say, "Man, come on, bruh." Man, he was mad at me because something like that came out. But he was mad because of how good it was. He was like, "But you're better." I'm not knocking it, but you're better.
Yeah, cause that's how I look. Cause you know what? Watching this shit, Wood sleep, but watching Wood acting.
I love Wood, by the
Wood,
way, bro.
that one little scene with Wood, he acted so good and it was so natural. And like my thing is,
City Beautiful, yes, man, Wood killed it. Yeah,
and I tell Rugg, like, so when we was going over making this movie, that and we'll talk about it off air about what this movie is, but and I was like, yeah, I'm real a stickler on like the acting being on point.
Yeah.
Where because I don't want to put nothing out.
Overdo that
That's like,
shit.
you know what I mean? Where
Make it unfunny.
I just want to say, I'm glad you say. I'll say that to say this. You know, if you want to get into film and you want to get into this movie thing, I'm not sitting there saying that I know a million things, but I am saying that I got in front of a couple people who's serious about it and they're professional. They did it for a long time, and their exact words to me was, "If you're serious about this, get yourself a demo reel and some fucking headshots. Don't talk to nobody before you do that." So when I reach out and I put things on Facebook about, and things like that about headshots, it's only because people like Black, and when they come to me and say, we want to do this movie, I just want to hand them your picture and let their imagination move you. So your headshot can help you in a film because your look can become the character more than you know. So I just want to say that, what I'm saying, on your point, because I want it to be taken serious. That's why I say that, I think we got something, bro.
That's why I hit you today. It was like, damn, I need some headshots.
Man, listen, bro, and they're so easy to do, you know what I'm saying? I literally, I did a video and literally took the video and stopped still shots and just took the pictures of me performing. And it's the same thing as doing a model shoot. You become your style, whether you're surfing or anything, and they take still shots of that, Same thing, so you just be yourself, you know what I'm saying? I would love to personally do y'all's, we'll do it together and then do y'all the asshole thing and just let y'all be y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Johnny in the Morning, all the dudes, they do photo shoots so people can put them in magazines. They do it, bro.
Yeah.
And I want to see y'all, whatever I can do to help y'all do that, let's do it, bro, because, man, the world should know, man.
Yeah.
I
'Cause-
appreciate-
and
I
you
should
know
be on
something?
another level.
What people don't understand is this is what Deuce has been saying for the last 10, 15 years I've known him is you need to do this. We gonna do this because you gotta be, you know what I'm saying? Like he always gave me that. Like anytime I seen Dog, I done seen Deuce. I'm at the bus stop. He in the damn van. You know what I'm saying?
Same conversation.
Hey, bro, get in the car, man. Where you going? I don't give a fuck. Come on, let's go. And I be like, yeah, okay, you know what I'm saying? I got to go to work on the other side of town. I don't give a fuck. Come on, we ride. Hey, check this out, bro. You got to do this. Like, you got to do, don't stop doing, like, you know what I'm saying? It was always that conversation. That's why I always respected him. Like, I was like, damn, you can't be mad at a nigga that's always got positive shit to say anytime you see him.
That's man. I feel like that's what we're here for. That's what we ain't strong enough to do nothing by ourselves. We strong as every once in a while. Somebody can be like, my back hurt. Here, I help you sit up.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need that little bit of and it's like when you're digging, man. What if that neck? What if you strike oil? That neck, the pump, the oil pump. Ain't nobody out there digging for gold with a pickaxe. It's a pump that just pump away. It back don't get tired because it's just pumping until it finally get where it's got to go and it hit something. Then they gonna stay there with it. But it's like, we got to keep striking. We got to keep shooting for gold and keep doing our thing because it's out there. The content. I don't know. I get these flashes and these dreams of things that seem so real. You know what I mean? It's like my grandmother, like my music, right? All these movies, bro. I wrote these things and the devil, police, whatever you want to say, they would try to throw them away out of my locker sometimes. They were trying to stop something back then, right? So my grandmother, she seen something way in the 90s. She was like, I don't think that should happen. So she would come see me and sneak those out of the prison. 4,000 songs and 17 movies and just by the piles. And when I got out years later, they were in page protectors and books.
Wow.
Should I not do nothing with those? So it's like when I look at those, and then I got my old lady. When I change my room, she go, make sure you put the bookshelf in front of you. So when I wake up, all my movies from top to bottom is in front of me every.
So you still have them?
Every single one. I got papers from 97, 96, 97.
Those are
that's still pure white.
You have to do those, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. It's like I don't. Sometimes
because there's no way that you kept those that long. Like,
yes.
You know how hard it is to keep anything that long.
So, and I want to say this here. Shout out to Be True, right? Let me tell you something about Be True. Be True is one of 3 people during my 27 years having all that music. Bro, I done personally tried to throw it in a dumpster, trash cans and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't want it. I don't want all this stuff. Bins, 3-4 bins between homeless people's houses. I got to bring my music. My one homeboy let me keep it in his attic before. Be True picked it up from a house when I got locked up and held it till I needed it back. He was one of those people that helped it. And my mama took it another time and put it locked up in the shed. 4,000 songs, bro. And so when crazy. I see them, they go, man, you better, man. Ain't nobody. I've been dragging it for so long.
Yeah, man. Like, and you just fucked me up with that, bro. Like,
let me just give you an example, right? Inspiration with it. The song I had No Hope I wrote when I was 15 when I first went in. Just I used to beat on the table and everybody used to like it, but I was talking about just having nothing. I'm doing all this time. When I get home, I ain't gonna be worth nothing, right? Well, that's the one song all the officers used to say I like that song.
Yeah.
I went to work release, the officer heard it one day. She say, I like that. I want a friend of mine to hear that. I say, okay. So on my first furlough, I went home to 20th Street. I called the number she gave me. Shout out to Colleen Bernard, Pimp J. Came to my grandma's house on my first furlough and he listened to me rap on 20th Street in 2000. And that song, No Hope, I did then. And for him, he was like, you got something. Stick with it. All them years later, I went to record that song at a studio at First Institute where Phil For Real went to school at. Phil For Real gave me the beat that day to record the song. I didn't know at the time that Pimp J had actually helped Pimp J.
Yeah.
Help Phil For Real through school. So it's the circle. When I see that, I go, I can't quit because I took a song out of these books. Sunshine, What the Lick Read, those robbery songs. Shout out to the big Platinum Don. They was sitting next to me in these bunks when they heard me rap these songs like, man, you better get out and do that song. Yeah. So I'm able to, the songs I wrote way back then are out now.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like you really have to do those.
This is why I'm here now. This is why I'm like, I got to go around and tell these people because I don't know, I'm not on a mission from God, but I am. I feel like a blues brother, man. I'm on a mission from God, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I see the light. I really do. And y'all all involved in it, man. The band.
Yeah,
the band.
And what I'm telling y'all, this is why I hate to say it again, but this is something he really been saying ever since I know him. It's always been, man, don't worry, just keep doing it. Like it's always been like that, bro. I've never.
My lady get tired of me probably, but she be like, you just don't. She said the other day, I said, babe, what about this? She went 5,000, 500,000. I say 500,000. She went, idea, nothing. And just kept walking. I was like, but that's what it is. I don't know. You know, I told myself a long time ago, a day without a thought is like a year without a plan. And if I struggle with 24, 365 will break a man. You know what I'm saying? So every day I wake up and I chase the dream I had at night. You know what I'm saying? With full ambition.
See, you've been doing a lot of new music.
Oh yeah, man. I'm releasing everything I ever recorded up the road. I'm actually, I probably got about 20 now that's ready to just go. You know what I'm saying?
So these are all songs that you just never recorded, but
So
you
it's
just
like,
letting them loose out of the that stash you
The
got.
crazy part is every time I went to release music, my whole career, every time the 3 major times I got locked up again. Craziest time.
Cause when you got out the first time, you was actually running.
I was really active. I was always going to Big Ballers. Shout out to DJ Baby Lat that did my first album release party at Big Ballers. Him and J Dog. I used to be there, and then FLA, and then train them started spinning. So it's like, and I remember White Boy Pizzle and them all having the radio station back then.
91.7.
So it's like everything was hard. CDs and stuff like that. Man, I still got all my disc from my Triton. Wow. My own music. I still all my own stuff. So it's like the music I want to do is now release what I never got to release. It never got heard. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people stuff that has CDs. We're not on those platforms now. We need to put them out. We have a legacy.
When y'all let me play this. See, I told you do everything, man. Paint houses, rap, make movies.
Very important, man. And anybody gonna do it for us. We must do it. I feel like we have an obligation. Yep.
So remember, white woman sex scene.
I remember. I got you.
Right. Okay.
I also I like white women.
You like white women?
Married to a white woman.
Married to a
Married to a white woman.
Yes, I couldn't go that far. It's all only fantasy.
All
for
good.
me.
Man, listen, man, my baby rider, boy. Listen, boy, listen. A lot of people do some shit like a lot of them. Like, listen, I don't know what race it can be, but what I'm saying is, I am a full-time convicted felon, right? Charged with a lot of my life, been through a lot of things, right? when everybody ran away, she was like, "Where you going?"
Yeah.
Then I told her, "Hold on, I'm finna go get these hotels. I gotta go on the run." She said, "Well, let me get a bag." I say, "Man, you tripping? You know what I'm going through?" She said, "Yeah, I'm good. You gonna be all right?" I said, "But I'm finna go do all this time." She say, "Okay." And then I say, "But I gotta do this and do that." She say, "I'm gonna do it." I say, "But I gotta wait this. I gotta wait." She said, "I'm gonna do it." I said, "I gotta take this. She said, I'm gonna do it." Man, listen, you finna do all that? Man, when I go up the road, man, go on here somewhere. Man, I'm finna be right here. When I got there, I said, "Hey, man, I need letters from such, man, from here to New York." Every letter showed up to the lawyer on time, to the point where I was on a violation of probation after being on the run for 2 years. The letters came in right on time. After 54 days, the judge let me right back out on probation with 2 years time served on that probation for being on the run.
I remember you was on the run.
So I had. I mean, when I tell you that wasn't a color behind that. You know what I'm saying? But shit, I gotta give her credit. She a unicorn. She a short white girl with a big old booty. So I was like, well, damn.
She got a sister. What's her name?
Because I wasn't looking
got a
for her when I
sister.
seen her, but I was like, damn, hey, Shawna.
But
That's my baby though.
Hey,
Shout
but
out to
Deuce,
my bunny.
I gotta be honest with you.
She my
Deuce.
real one.
I have developed an addiction. You heard of Reddit?
Oh my
The
God,
website,
yeah.
No,
Yeah, like, look.
that's a dangerous place, man.
But
Bro,
listen,
I've just been looking at these Reddit shits, man. Like, yo,
We watching the Reddit of the day.
look at this. Speaking of white woman, right? You see this white woman? This white
I
woman.
mean, I think we probably role play like that kind. You know what I'm saying?
like,
Nah,
look,
you don't want to
nah,
roll
look,
like
look.
this.
You see her husband, right? Look, hold on. Let me explain to you what's happening. Look, you see the picture? Let me explain to you what's happening.
Love is the most beautiful feeling. The phrase holds true for a 37-year-old
She
woman
married
in Brazil.
the dog.
who
She
has
married the
a
dog.
She married the
rag
dog?
doll after falling
That's
in
what I
love
was trying to
with
get
it.
my lady to do if I went to
In the
prison.
latest development, the couple now has a baby.
Look,
also a
people
dog.
came to the
It was gonna
wedding.
be a
and
Deuce
shit.
dog.
Yeah, people came to the wedding.
Look at
was
people.
introduced to
People
the
came
dog,
to the wedding when she married the
Marcelo,
dog?
Yeah,
by her mother,
look at the
who had
people.
created
He don't
it
even
after
look
getting
happy.
to know that
Bruh.
the woman did not have a
He looking
dance
like what the
partner
fuck I got
and also
into.
often complain about it. It was because I didn't have a floor dancer. I would go to these dances, but wouldn't always find a partner. He is the man she always wanted, as the doll doesn't argue.
Oh, they done had a little
and
doll
always
baby.
understands
See,
her.
It's
He claims he is a great
You
and
see,
faithful
you know what?
husband.
Look
He
at
is
this
such a
bitch.
man
Like,
that all
boy.
women envy him. From the moment I walked down the aisle to the end, it was just beautiful.
So she ain't got no
listen,
real
you
friends.
Listen,
Then went
first
to the
of all,
wedding night with my husband
listen.
Marcelo, and we enjoyed our
obviously
wedding
she
night
did
a
not
lot.
take the DARE
It is
program
reminder for
in
subscribe
school.
friend.
You know what I'm saying?
Click subscribe button
She didn't say no to the right drug.
Nah, fuck that.
That's a
Her
hallucinogen.
friends. She
don't
don't
have real
have
friends.
She don't
friends.
got
She
real
don't
friends.
have
Look. You see all the people came to the
Yes,
wedding.
she
taking
must be
pictures and
rich.
shit. Man,
She got to be rich or something.
It ain't that much rich in the world.
But fuck that. Like, her friends ain't telling her this ain't
Now,
right.
she hang out with bitches who fake pregnancy. She good. That bitch crazy.
she need to get with
She
that.
figure out
motherfucker.
what she
Hey,
she
yeah,
hang
she
with
need to
she
get
hang
with
out
that
with bitch like that.
motherfucker,
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
Hey, this shit worse than fake pregnancy because she done actually had the damn
Yeah,
baby.
she
Listen,
in the
So
hospital.
she actually
holding-
she ain't wrong. It's all the motherfuckers standing there that's congratulating her
Yes,
for
that's
marrying
why I
that
said,
dummy.
man, that lady ain't got no real.
But
and
maybe
then,
she trying to make a point, like, you see my dummy. Maybe it's a real person, but that's how we look at certain husbands. Like, look at that dummy.
and not even
You
you
ain't got
see how
somebody
the
in your- in
dog,
your family
the
like
dog,
that, you see
he
him?
didn't even look happy. He just
Yeah,
looked like.
that's how
She
you.
ain't even draw my happy face.
Yeah, like, god damn, you ain't even, the motherfucker don't even look happy. Like,
the dog like this some bullshit, man. I could
Yeah.
The dog like I could have did better, man.
like he looked like he just settled. Like, that's-
He's not happy. He wasn't happy at all.
Hey, yo, speak. You say you went to prison in '95, right?
Yeah.
In '95, did that song? The most beautifulest thing in the world. Did that come out?
yeah,
in
that was out.
94.
94.
That is like 94.
Keith Murray, I'll never forget that. I'm gonna tell you something. That wasn't my song. Get Lifted.
Oh yeah, get lifted.
We from Florida. They used to look at me like, man, what you doing? But we used to go back and forth North Carolina, and them niggas used to bang Keith Murray.
I used to
and
dog, that
Get
first-
Lifted. Dun, dun, dun.
The first
Man.
Keith Murray
Oh,
album was crazy.
man.
The first album.
I just like that song Get Lifted. I was stupid.
I
about
like
that
to
song,
get lifted.
It's-
I like the most
it's fun.
beautifulest thing in it. Like he was lyrical as fuck back then.
It's
Yeah.
fucked up what happened to Keith Murray.
What happened? First
Y'all
of
need
all,
me to fight
before
this jail?
before we get into this clip, I want y'all to know that this ain't nothing new Keith Murray been doing, y'all. So
No,
if y'all go on the internet,
I'm worried because
go-
I ain't even seen it yet.
this is like I'm telling you, he's been doing crazy
let
shit
me
like
let me
this.
let me let me
Am
just
I
show
gonna change
No,
my perception?
but
Am I gonna
if-
still like his music?
No, you gonna
Nah, you gonna love
you
his
just got,
music.
it's
But know before you watch this, he has a video out where he's performing on stage, right? And he's telling the crowd, "I'm finna jump." and everybody like move out the way, and this nigga jumps any goddamn way, face first on the ground, just boom. I said that motherfucker crazy, but
he on something.
Yo, hold on.
we finna watch out. This is the new Keith.
What drug is this?
That's somebody uncle at the barbecue right now, bro. On that, you heard me? Like, listen. So he went there. He was chilling, right?
Oh shit!
He found his hat in the closet, and when he took the hat out, inside the lip of that bitch, that old 20 of that good shit fell out.
Yeah.
And he hit that bitch, and he came out that bitch telling the story. Yo, remember that? Like, yeah, bro.
Hey man,
I think
That's booger sugar.
I think he used to,
That
they
ain't
say he
coke.
used to
That
smoke. He
was
used to
booger
smoke
sugar.
leak. They say he used to smoke leak back in the days.
No,
I don't know if he still
no,
do.
fuck back in the day. I'm talking about what's happening now.
Yeah, that's definitely some.
No, hold on. Look at this clip. You can see his eye. This is cocaine. Look at his eyes.
This is though he is though he look. Ain't never seen him wear a trench coat.
The thing.
No.
Listen, they ain't put the other video on, man. But it's one we talking about.
I've seen enough.
We talking about Shawna.
Yeah, he was talking about Shawna. He ate Shawna pussy.
Shawna from DTP?
Yeah.
Yes, man.
We listen. He probably that song. She's like, I wanna like he probably like, what up then?
He said that.
Oh, no,
he said that the song "Give Me Some Head" come from him eating her pussy. He said that song was inspired.
I
by
believe
him.
because he said he never smashed either. He just
he
gave
said
him some head.
Like
I mean,
Keith Murray looked crazy as fuck, but I kind of believe a couple of them stories.
The world be a better place if niggas that a little more alter, you know what I'm saying?
And he was talking about Foxy Brown too. He said Foxy Brown gave him some mean head too. He said she could suck a nickel through a garden hose.
Yo, cocaine is wild, man.
Like this nigga
Bro,
is out of control, bro.
I done partied in my lifetime, and I can say, boy, that shit that you might not say some shit. You fucking hit that bitch, and you'll be like, how you doing? You're very pretty today. You come out big. Damn, I hope you just take them shit fucking clothes off today, bitch. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You ain't never heard a bad idea on that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we done jumped fences and went in pools that not our house.
Oh yeah, cocaine is definitely a hell of a drug.
Listen, when Rick James when he said it on the Swell Show, I lost my mind because that was always my thought. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was the best. I know
I'm so
had-
glad I left that damn cocaine alone.
Listen, no, that's not why. That's not why, bro. That's not. Listen, first of all, like, I'm a responsible adult, and I used to enjoy myself when I was young.
Mm-hmm.
They done fucked it up. They
Oh,
done
yeah,
fucked it
I'm
up.
scared
Like,
of drugs
how
now.
you supposed to enjoy something when that shit like a lotto ticket for your heart?
Yeah.
You be like, well, I'ma scratch this one. Poof.
Because
I
we
didn't
just
win.
we
Like,
just
what?
we just lost Gangsta Boo.
Gangsta Boo, man.
Yep.
You know, I'm
Fentanyl.
a big 3-6 Mafia fan,
Fentanyl.
man. Rest in peace to Gangsta Boo. I always thought she was the best one out the group. Always been a big fan of that. That kind
I
of
just want.
that kind of fucked me up.
It's
that
a
day.
bad time to say this, but that's not a good thing to say when like. I mean, she was good, but like, if she the best out the group, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, think about it. Who rapped better than her in the group?
They
I mean,
all
she
rap terrible, so that.
Yeah,
that's
none of
why.
them.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't
But-
gonna do that because
She had left pauses. She did have left pauses. She wasn't hooked, but
Like she was the best one out the group. Even though I like Project Pat more than
I did at the
Yeah,
end for
Pat-
something.
Pat-
Juicy J
Pat-
stole me.
Pat was-
Juicy J got me, boy. That So Fly.
Yeah.
Juicy J got me. He turned into this different. I don't know.
Yeah.
Juicy J was different at the end.
Yeah.
I liked him more at the end. He turned more into a star, and that's the Juicy I like.
Yeah, that's I ain't gonna be one of those people that be like, oh,
I can't say I like the
I
whole
love Gangsta Boo because I didn't listen to Gangsta Boo, but it's unfortunate that she was young. Gangsta Boo is our age.
Yeah. Same age.
Because she got famous when she was 15,
16. You got to think she was doing all them verses and shit. 16, 15
Yeah,
years old.
so I mean,
remember.
it's unfortunate.
I grew up with Gangsta Boo in prison. Same thing. That's another like hip hop changed when I was away.
Yeah.
You talking to a kid who I love Tupac, but they didn't let us hear Tupac out the road. So I went away in '95, and this was how hip hop was. I came home and it was bling bling. I came home to almost a world of a different world.
different
Yeah, because
world.
matter of fact, 95 was the time when it started shifting. It started.
Well, once Pac went,
Pac left, yeah.
Master P did his thing,
That
and
was
then that
it.
gave way to a whole different little bit of
Yeah.
everything.
The
You know
South,
what I'm saying?
it opened
Yeah.
the door to the South around
Yeah,
that
I
time.
came to a different realm, so it's like Gangsta Boo was right in that
Yeah.
'90s thing when they was
Oh,
doing
yeah,
their thing. I grew up watching her in
3-6
the
is on
Source
fire,
magazines. I
right.
never got to enjoy her music out. Everything was on the internet, you know,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever on radio. Sorry.
But I mean, but on a serious note, man, if you doing drugs, you doing cocaine, you doing
Molly's.
opioids,
Time to
Molly,
stop. It's time to stop.
it's
That
like,
shit.
and you know what?
We
You-
are losing too many
you-
of y'all
you-
because we lost her and Big Scar just died too. One of
I
the
know.
Gucci Man's new artist.
I know this might sound not
22 years old.
This might not sound cool if you out here doing drugs, but you can get drug testers. So if you are a drug aficionado, if you like to do cocaine and you like to do opioids, you can easily get that shit tested.
But that shit won't work because the drug might do something different to me than it'll do to you.
No, but
You know what I'm saying? Like, I probably could hit the powder and the fentanyl ain't fucking with me, but you hit that motherfucker and
But what I'm saying is, what if, like they ain't told us yet the amount, but what if like someone was smoking something right and they finally hit the part of the boom that might have had some fentanyl. They hit
Yeah.
it right. They pass out. The person next to them
They
get them
get-
CPR. They die from it. Like it's
Yeah.
that. It's
Yeah.
So it's like when I tell people like it. Perfect example, bro. I don't got nan homeboy who will sit there and just drink real gas. So if I told him, bro, this some gas that I'm gonna put in here. This ain't alcohol or rubber alcohol instead of real
Yeah.
alcohol liquor. He ain't gonna just drink it. So why would you do anything in it that may have anything that's bad?
but you know
they
these
just roll the dice. It ain't
these
worth the
people
whole
who
thing.
the people who out here who doing popping pills and shit, they know that it's fentanyl.
Mhm.
They not under any disillusion. They
shit.
not,
Kodak, what Kodak said, I knew the pill was fake, but I still ate it.
Yeah.
Let
I'm
me
a
explain
gremlin.
something to you, boy. They listen. I done been in prison before, right? And it's a couple things they hang gas for. In the '80s, one piece of crack, that was your ass,
yeah.
bruh. A pinch of this fentanyl, your ass
Yeah,
is
that's
done now, bro.
done.
Like
That's how they doing
play
fentanyl
around.
now.
It ain't about. I can't say free nothing if you get caught with it
Yeah.
because that is, bruh. I'm not saying people should do anything, but there's got to be honor among thieves, right?
Yeah.
And I remember a time, you know what I'm saying? I knew a guy who used to hustle, and he made sure no matter what he had, it wasn't bad when the next man got it.
Right.
Because that's integrity.
Yeah, but it's like
You know what
it
I'm
ain't that don't exist in this
Integrity's
realm no
gone.
more, man.
It's gone.
Because it's like and they hanging you for fentanyl. Like now when you get arrested for fentanyl, they don't even say how much fentanyl you had.
just
They say
possession of fentanyl.
oh yo no they say this fentanyl he got caught with so much fentanyl could have killed 600 people.
Bro, you and me, I was just telling my lady that, I said, bro, you don't remember the war on crack rock? One rock. They didn't weigh that bitch and tell you the
Yeah,
grams.
Well, it was
You
just
got caught
felony.
with a rock.
Yeah, you got
caught
caught
with
with a
felony. You
rock,
got a
yeah.
rock.
You got a rock.
felony. They didn't weigh that.
That's-
They didn't tell you that was a
Fat-
0.3 gram.
Now they catch you with fentanyl, and they be like, the fentanyl he had, it could have killed
enough.
everybody on the planet.
They
And
tell-
you be
hold
like,
on, hold
what
on.
the fuck?
First of
And
all-
that really
first of
be
all-
like a brick.
You only
First
had
of all,
a
I
damn
don't-
dime.
You know, they have a system. They have a system in the prison system, the way they score shit, right? They be like, you got 28 points. Like, how the fuck you got a nigga like, Your Honor, I'm here to represent such. He's here today, Your Honor. You know what I'm saying? He's here to defend himself. He didn't have enough to kill 10 people. It was only 4, Your Honor. We're asking for probation. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you? Where's the point system for how many people you kill?
But that's why
crazy.
that's why they do the fentanyl shit like that, because if you villainize it to that point where they say it could have killed this many people, it's no way for them to give you a lighter sentence, because they weighing it
Off of
to like they comparing it to like murder.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like
yeah.
But
it's
isn't it? But isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
it ain't murder until it happened to your family member. I mean,
I really think they got something
I can
to
say
do with
this.
this shit.
I can say this. You know what I'm saying? Personally, if you from Orlando, then you probably know my cousin Tonk. You know what I'm saying? From Lake Man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Denise Drumright. That's my cousin. Last year, a little time before that death, that's how she passed away. I got called in the middle of the night to go to my cousin's house, and she just went to get one more bag. That's the thing. Like, I ain't saying that we innocent where we from, bruh. But that shit innocent as fuck if you just running to get one more 20 bag. How many times you done went and got one more 20 bag? That shit innocent as fuck, bro. Hey, bro, and they split it. Know what I'm saying? And they both wound up ODing.
Right.
I think the dude there, but still. That shit so innocent, bro. I done ran out the street and grabbed it real quick. So it's tough when you do that, and next thing you know, I'm charged with murder because I would just give you a little dub bag you wanted.
Yeah.
What if it was half of my 40?
And that's what they doing. They charge. They
So it's for everybody. It's not personal. It's just, man, stop, bro.
Right.
It ain't right. You gonna die or they gonna take your life and put you away.
Yeah, and that shit designed that way. It's designed. It's designed for everybody to lose.
Well,
Yeah.
Because that's why I said I know for a fact they there's no way in hell that this fit just popping up everywhere all over fucking sudden.
I used to say a long time ago that meth came because they was like, man, we got to come up with a cheap drug to get them niggas back, and they was like, they converted that shit to Molly. I felt like a long time ago. I was
but
like,
the meth ain't nothing but Molly.
We messed up certain communities with crack, and they was like, so we'll get your ass back. And they got us with meth. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, 'cause that's what the Molly is meth.
I had homeboys that was addicted to Molly. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm good. Nigga, I ain't want to look like your ass. But
Bro,
it's like
that-
this shit, if you can't, but even then, like I said, I'm not knocking nobody. Whoever's party, that'd be like crackheads. Man, I ain't never seen a crackhead. Nobody work harder than them.
Yeah.
So people who get them bad dope and stuff like that, I'm like, bro, why you do that, bro? Them people they're gonna come back. They're gonna bring 20 more people. They're gonna be respectful and let them do their thing. They're a family person. So anybody who going to get that one little dub bag, the niggas who spending $20,000 ain't touching that thing. Kill them. It's somebody who personally gonna be hurt, affected. The fiend is a person who live in your house. The fiend ain't a millionaire all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's our family member. So it's like, it's our community. I think we have local, community leaders who we can continue like this a voice and a platform. Bro, let's put it in our movies. Let's just always make sure something happens, and we can do that with the pawn. Speaking of the pawn, we can
definitely.
make sure we address, what I'm saying, someone being addicted to something. Next thing you know, daddy, such fell out.
Yeah, 'cause
Or what about bringing awareness to don't
shit.
touch them? What if you got something in the shop when someone go to do it, you go, don't touch them, and you got to bring something to bring awareness to, that's how you give CPR with fentanyl. And next thing you know, our community
know how to do that
understands it.
because they seen it in the movie.
Because we don't.
That's a good idea, man.
I feel like you got a plan with that one, man.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I think awareness, but it's like awareness. That's all we
Because
need.
it's real.
We need
Now,
awareness.
Do you like? I know that page is a little messy on Facebook, but they got a page called Orange County Mugshots, and what they do is they post your mugshot and your charges. 90% of those charges is possession of meth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, God damn.
I don't think they'll never understand the
meth-
fiend. The
this
fiend is the
Molly,
problem.
This
You know what I'm
Molly's
saying?
eating, and I'm talking about not even that. Look at the age of some of these people. Like you'll see a dude on that bitch. He done got caught with meth. He's 25 years old. Look 2 times older than me. I'm 42 years old. How in the fuck, like, whatever you doing, you need to stop. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I just know that if in this world, when someone has that kind of problem, I don't think you can fix it when you drop their citizenship when they make that kind of mistake. Like a person, let's say this guy who had a family, he started doing drugs. We gotta find a way to put that person right back to their level, like the ant that goes, you ain't supposed to be down here, get up there so we can get to the queen. Like, we can't. People gotta learn how to go. That man had a drug program, but once he down, that man now down here with maybe where we survive at a different level, and people wind up in Skid Row. not everybody meant to be there, and it winds
Yeah,
up such
but
a hard place.
it's one of those things where it's hard to, because it ain't no remedy for that, because it's one of those things where
well, the system just got to help them people better. You know what I'm saying? They give them charges, and they charge them. They tell them they're second-rate citizens, and that's it. There's no way coming back. They can't get their jobs back.
Nothing.
People lose too much. I think it's too harsh. Man, they need to put those charges on people who touch children. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
Hell yeah.
Man, it's been a absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
What else you got coming up, dude?
I mean, big thing I want to make sure I shout out my brother Ruff. He just had a birthday. Shout out to Ruff. He is a legend in the city, and
Warheads.
I am blessed to say that I also got a role in his upcoming film Levels.
Me too.
It is gonna be so good.
Yeah,
it's
Levels
gonna
look like it's gonna be
showcase not just Orlando. It's gonna show just how well rounded, and also again Jason Cook, part of the writing on that. There, same thing. Very talented brother there with that. So it's like the same thing, but with Ruff's mindset on set, with the characters, with people, how he make people feel comfortable. This is gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? Using the different studios along the town, using people from up north. He flew a celebrity in from up in Ohio to play one of the lead roles. So that'll bring us into another demographic. And I mean, like I say, Ruff thinks in just that next level. So that's coming up soon. Music on every
movie
on every platform. Deuce 47. Right after the podcast tonight, I'm dropping a new video. Yodo, you only die once. You live every day, but you only die once. And I'm dropping that video on YouTube as soon as I'm done with this here. You know what I'm saying? And that's it, man.
You shooting your videos, by the way, too.
Yep, I shoot my video. I just I don't wait.
You
for
doing it
nobody
for the public yet, or?
For now, so I got a couple people. I'm finna start doing some photography this year. I'm doing everything I always wanted to do. You know what I mean? I want to be like the Jamaicans on In Living Color. Hey, man, time to go to work.
I got a video for you then, man. For the project. So
I want to do it. Please listen, man. I want to do it until, you know what I'm saying, we're great. We're great. I feel like if I give my very best every single minute on the floor, even if I'm the 15th man and I'm on the bench, you know, I want to bring a point before we go. Kobe was the MVP of the last Lakers championship, and a lot cheered him on. But the MVP in their locker room was Matson, Mark Matson. You know what I'm saying, when Shaq was there, because of his energy as the 15th man. He never really left the bench, but his energy was it became a mascot. Yeah. And I said a long time ago, in City Beautiful, you may see me with the lead role, but I'm the 15th man when it comes to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I take the back seat because I only want to give my best, as if I see someone else doing it. I'm just in the skin to do it, but I'm still on the other side of the camera watching Joint do it for y'all. You know what I mean? It's all about my team. It's all Orlando, bro. I love the city. Born and raised. I wouldn't want to be nowhere else. It's all I ever, you know what I'm saying, cared about. It's where I'm from. I want my legacy to be here, and I want the people that's in this city, you know, that's real. And y'all watch out in 2024 for 8 Ball Productions, the movie.
And we definitely shooting the pond, right? We could go and
we are moving forward with the pond. We are moving forward with the pond, man. But I'm going with the original script that I wrote when I was away. Cool. I'm going with the original one I told you about a long time ago. I wanted you to do. I feel like you'll be good, and I think you'll be able to knock it out. You know what I'm saying?
What's the original script?
So the original script just goes to the overall cast. Mr. Washington, him owning his pawn shop. I want it to be more along the lines of where the barbershop was. I want people to understand how far pawn goes back when we go to explain it. Him owning the shop just mean him owning a pawn shop for nothing. You got to go back to why people even pawn stuff and what does the pawn mean. The pawn has 3 or 4 meanings, so I want that to be a collective. Everything that pawn is in a dictionary is what the show is going to be about, and that's what the writing was about.
It's a show or a movie?
This one's going to be a movie. But what I'm going to do for my brothers in that there, we're going to shoot some strong trailers of both, and I'm going to shop it. And I'm going to ask someone out there, Hollywood, Warner Brothers, anybody, I'm asking somebody to budget us so we can do justice for this right way. We're going to shoot it in where we got to shoot it, but I want to shoot it so real so when people see it, they go,
oh, shit,
I can see it.
Yeah.
Because that's how it starts. It don't take much for someone else to go, I'll put money behind it.
Like proof of concept.
You got to give them something. Yeah. But if you give them something, people want to build it.
Right. So what's my role in the pawn?
You were supposed to be.
I mean, bro, oh my God, bro. First thing about the pawn I want to say is anybody can be in it because the what you pawn and what you bring into a pawn shop is your livelihood. Why you bring that into a pawn shop? There's a story behind everything a person walking that door with, and that's what the pawn is going to be about.
Well, we had a role for him, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had. I think he was
I got
like.
listen. That's the thing.
He was one of the guys that work in the shop that was like an asshole.
You gonna think about your role. Your whole thing is everybody gonna introduce. He just a man who just trying to do his Kasami thing, and he gonna be trying to help his friends and his brothers do their thing.
Like me and
You know what
Wood
I'm saying?
brothers.
They naturally gonna be
Jolly,
working, and then they gotta deal with y'all ass.
shop, and you work in the shop.
Y'all gonna all y'all my main characters gonna get perfect example. What was the dude on Good Times that always had the plunger?
Bookman.
Oh, Bookman.
Yeah.
You seen Bookman in the trailer. The world, everybody, they gonna tell us who to give to the seasons and how to give them. They gonna fall in love with y'all characters. Then it'll write itself. And that's what I'm saying. The big trailer with major things I want. When y'all walk in, I don't know. I can't possibly write what y'all gonna do, bro, because I know y'all gonna do what y'all do. And that's the part. It's not gonna be sketch. It's gonna be perfect. But I want to be more like a stenographer in courtroom. When y'all talking, I want to be, and I want to get it and later go, okay, I got it, and then y'all got it. It's y'all's. Right. That's comedy, and that's gonna be funny. That's Martin. That's the good shows, man. And that's what I want, authentication. I know Orlando's got it, bro.
Well, we need to go look at this spot. I want you to see this spot over with the Jolly
I'm
guy.
with it, man. Yeah. I'm with it, man. Listen, please.
We get started on that like ASAP.
I wonder, and then I got again the film. I'll tell you about offline. That I got for y'all anyway, bro. It's a remake of an old film, and I think y'all will nail it. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely should do it.
Yeah, we with it, man.
It's an old Fat Boys classic.
Yeah, so let's
Disorderlies.
Yeah, so we gotta do what Detroit doing with movies and what Atlanta doing movies, where we can have our own ecosystem and pump it out.
Shout out to Detroit, man. Detroit is. I mean, they talk that shit, but I mean, content. At least they deliver content.
Yeah,
I watch a lot of their shit.
We should do.
Listen to a lot of their music.
I might laugh, but guess what? You can laugh at it, but you're either gonna be better than it. It's either gonna make you better, or you're gonna be the same. You ain't gonna be less than something you see. You'll be the same you see or better.
Right.
So you got to get started.
Let's do it. Hey, Rod, what you got coming?
Oh shit, man! I've just been chilling, man. I'm about to get back on the stage in a minute. Really, I'm just touching up this album. Basically, I'm just touching up that Magnificent Asshole too. It'll be ready.
It's
ready
so
now,
excited
but
for
I'm
that,
just,
by the way. I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta get the studio set back up, man. It was
I don't
so
know,
much
bro. I
shit
look at
going.
y'all like y'all celebrities, bro. I don't know what in the world. I don't care what they say, bro. When I hear y'all, bro, y'all motherfucker. Man, y'all niggas is really talented, bro. Like, I don't know. Everybody ain't got what Orlando got, bro.
Nah, I'm waiting to get this new crib, and I'm gonna set the studio back up. And
it don't matter, bro. I got places.
I'm like 80% done. So it ain't fully done yet, but it's like 80%.
Well, with that, man, shout out to everybody. Anybody, if you're a spot with anything, you're somebody. Remember, if you wear a condom, it ain't cheating. It's your boy, man.
That's real, hey man. Let's do it.